right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Honcast here. Deadeye Bounty League action going to be coming at you on what is a Thursday now, and that means another best of 5. That is right, the Deadeye Bounty League continuing action, our second week here. We still have plenty of more matches to go throughout it over the next month and a half or so. Ultimately, the group stage is into the bracket stage. Ultimately, $20,000 prize pool is on the line here. Now, again, every single game there is money on the line. With that said, really exciting stuff. Anyways, as always, excited to be here. Hopefully you guys are as well. With that said, the newest next caster is also continuing, and today my co-caster is going to be by the name of Tilla. Tilla, how's it going, man?
Hey, Brecky. Hey, Honcast. It's really good, going really great. Looking forward to this great match, best of 5. Reason on the one side, like some of my former teammates, or most of them.
Yeah.
But also, they went 0-3 in the first game, and with only having to play 3 games in the group stages, like they have to do something here to make the 0-3 or to make it go away. Like if they lose here, it's pretty much game over for them already. So
yeah.
I'm interested to see what they can do here, what they bring to the table.
Yeah, I got the brackets up, or more so the group standings up on screen right here for you guys. Again, this is what we're looking at. You go to hontour.com. You can also check this out for yourselves. It's the Bounty League graphic on the right. You just click on it and you'll get to this. Anyways, point is, you see in Group A, obviously plenty of action already happening over there, but Group B, exactly. Reason Gaming 0-3 against Sync Esports. Now, that is kind of interesting because 0-3 against Sync, however, of course, famously, they defeated Sync Esports in the DreamHack qualifiers this last week, and unfortunately fell up short as far as ultimately qualifying for DreamHack. So a little bit of a sting there, I'm sure. But definitely showing that they are a team that very, very much so can compete. And yeah, as you're pointing out, you know these guys pretty well. You are a former player of Reason Gaming yourself, so it is good to have you on for this cast especially. Some extra insight there. No, but anyways, with that said, Tilla, let's start talking about the actual draft and what we're looking at here. So, Puppet Master, Warby, Swiftblade, and Ravener band coming out initially. Ravener's definitely the interesting one there, but I believe Gistman, or maybe it's Cannondorf, it's one of the two over here for Solaire Club, have some strong history with that hero. So
yeah, definitely they play that hero quite a bit, and it's a pretty comfort pick for them. And I talked with them before with Reason as well. They see that and they ban it right away, so they don't really want to deal with it. He can be a really strong carry as well, so it's not like just a ban against the team. But yeah, it's kind of unusual, so it's more so against the team.
Yeah. Taking away that option. Obviously, picks developing here. Furthermore, in fact, one more pick on either side, then we're going to be good to go. But Behemoth into Parasite, Midas into Magnus, Tempest into Moira, and then the follow-up pick, Andromeda, into Madman. So looking at the actual drafts here, Tilla, what's standing out to you so far?
Well, definitely the Tempest. I haven't seen him being played quite as often as it used to be 1 year, 2 years ago, and I don't think he's that strong of a jungler anymore. The jungle having been nerfed with he doesn't get that high GPM anymore, and the towers not having as much bounty anymore. You don't really get to push that much, so it's not as rewarding. So I'm really interested if they can make this Tempest work. And looking at that, they already have 2 shrunken head counters in Parasite and Moira. So yeah, I'm not sure how that will work out for them.
Yeah. That's a good point, actually. You know, Tempest, again, jungle in general has died off to an extent, but it was still plenty seen with that said. It's just not as frequent. It's not every single game jungle necessarily. But yeah, Tempest, one of those now. Going up against a Tempest, you mentioned the Parasite already, kind of being a counter, but Vindicator, another one of those. Definitely counter Tempest hero, so a strong finish from Reason Gaming with that Vindicator pickup, at least in that aspect. But as far as the carry hero, it's going to be played by Imbaboy right here. We have not seen a carry Vindicator we haven't seen Vindicator in a long time, to be frank. What do you think about that?
But I think he fits really well here. Like, Reason plays it from time to time in scrims and stuff. Like, they always keep that hero kind of in the back mind. And, yeah, especially versus the Tempest, versus the Behemoth and the Midas, like, these combo-ish heroes, they really, the silence or even the book, if placed correctly, they can just disrupt them all together and make them pretty much useless in team fights. So, yeah, that's a really strong pickup there. Like, last picking the Legion team, having the Dark Lady pick before having Andromeda support, they can't man up really. They have the Tempest, so there's no way they man up. And Vindicator's biggest weakness is the laning phase. So, but with the secured single solo short farm, he should have a great time in the mid game and in the late game.
Yeah. So is he the strongest carry option, though, you think? Like, is it, obviously, again, they're going up against the Tempest, Midas against I guess the more I'm looking at, the Totem's very powerful against heroes like Midas especially, too, amongst those team fights. So ultimately, you can definitely see what they were thinking here with that Vindicator pickup.
Yeah, definitely. And maybe he's not the strongest carry per se, but, I mean, they have the Madman as well, so he doesn't have to carry solo.
That's true.
Yeah, like it's just I think it's a really good pickup here, being the last pick on the Hellborn side and just securing really strong team fights for them.
Yeah. Now, we do see Solaire Club, and so their lineup as a whole, but they're going to be running the Suicide Behemoth here, it looks like. Andromeda coming down here to babysit Darklane, and of course, middle lane will be Midas. But Suicide Behemoth is something that's gaining more and more steam. We saw it a little bit going into the World Finals. We saw plenty at the World Finals, and now it seems like that's becoming more of a strategy that people are taking advantage of. How do you like the Suicide Behemoth, Tila?
I'm not quite sure. I don't like it too much. I like him better in the support role. But yeah, the biggest problem always, obviously, with the support role is that you don't get the farm you want by the 20-minute mark or something. So you really like that PK. I like the diversity. I like the thinking behind it because I like Behemoth in general. Like he brings so much to the table in the late game and also in the mid game. The fissure is just so amazing. So yeah, I think it can work out, but like yeah, you see here, he's gonna block the creep wave. But I think Bimbo Boy, like they're gonna get the creep wave back. He didn't block the pull, so they're probably just gonna stack and pull by minute 1. So I'm not sure that will fare for him.
Yeah, that's kind of as you're getting at there. Behemoth is an interesting suicide because he's arguably one of the best as far as stalling the lane and making a push back, of course, with the fissure stuns here. But it's actually going to take some harassment even from Vindicator. But you see once again, going to block it off and going to delay it even further. But when it comes to actually being able to get some levels, let alone farm, I mean, there's really nothing. He has no escape, really. The fissure stun is like his obviously his only resort in that sense. And we've seen them die several times. It almost feels like to me that this is it's just something that people are kind of just doing now because it became popular going to the World Finals, but I really just don't think it's the strongest strategy. But, I mean, do you kind of agree, or...?
Yeah, same. Like, he really has nothing which a typical suicide stands for. Like, no escape, no good farming mechanism afterwards if you want to recover or something. But, yeah, I think most people just bank on the fissure, him roaming around, having the early boots, and just trying to do something.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Army of Mums is up to the challenge here, playing the Behemoth again already with those boots. Bottom lane, Madman, being played by Zane, of course. Mentioning kind of another carry option for Reason Gaming if it comes to it. He's gonna take a little bit of harassment right there. Obviously, Andromeda is pretty weak when it comes to the range on those auto attacks, so definitely makes it maybe not the strongest babysit, of course, but is still able to do a little bit here against the Madman.
Yeah, she also didn't go the Aurora level 1, which I think is, if you go versus a single suicide, is a better option than a stun, especially since you don't have dust or any reveal to actually get the kill with the stun. So yeah, I'm not sure if you should have maybe gone the Aurora first there, but yeah. he's gonna pull the stack now, getting the level 2 probably from this, so he's gonna level that up obviously.
Yeah, that probably is going to be next in line. Yeah, the aura, the dimensional link, is not necessarily something. Maybe the 1 point in it early on I think you can value, but not something you're going to be maxing out initially. I mean, the Comet Stun it's just a pretty powerful tool, man. And I know that got buffed even recently. I think as far as mana cost or something. So
yeah, it's only 70 mana. It's like
yeah,
you can cast it 3 times on level 1. It's a pretty huge deal.
Yeah, the scaling of it, again, it stays the 1.75 seconds, but we have to 325 for a single target magic ability. Pretty strong. Middle lane matchup, Midas versus the Magmus is what it's really been here. Taking a closer look, 10-2 Midas, Magmus 12-1 actually. So Matt Age, a.k.a. Owned Me as we know him by, he's seems like he's doing pretty well here. Is that, say, you expect that, or...?
Not quite. Like, the Midas having the high base damage of, like, now 60 to 65, should have kind of the upper hand there, especially being range versus melee. I guess Owned Me just maybe outplaying him a bit, pulling a creep wave and using his headshot to optimal potential. So yeah, he's just gonna go in, harass him with a stun, and then just getting the volcanic touch out to harass even more. So nice play by him there.
He's definitely making some big plays there at the middle lane. No,
Bottom
bottom lane, though. Madman's in a little bit of trouble. SolC comes out. He is dusted, so not going to be able to stalk away, at least in the invis sense. Out comes the Shards of Harkon, but it was too late. Might not have mattered in the long run, so bloodless kill indeed. In fact, now Moira might need to be a little careful. No, never mind. Andromeda's the one that needs to be careful, apparently, as she is going to be fine, too, though. But, yeah, good bloodless kill, of course. Assistance from Tempest coming in with that dust. Moira was here for a little bit, almost like they're looking to run an aggressive dual lane now. But, again, got there just a little bit too late for Madman in the end. What do you think about Moira making her way down here, though?
I think they probably wanted to bait the Andromeda in, having her low range attack low attack range, maybe going out further, and then they can capitalize and just go on her. But yeah, I like the rotation from the Tempest. Like I said, he's probably not gonna have, or he's not as strong in the jungle anymore. So you really want to make it up with being active early on, buying the dust there, going bottom, and securing the bloodlust. Yeah. Well played.
So coming up to 4.5 minutes right here, Dark Lady, she gets delivered a little bit of more regen, and you see 19-4, but again, Madman 12-2, 13-2 now. This is a hero that definitely has an opportunity because of his skill set, and Zane knows what he's doing with it too. He's obviously one of the more powerful suicide players in general when it comes down to the role.
Yeah, even canceling the clarity there. Yeah, that just comes down to having the Andromeda boxing out, not the best. And if you compare it now, the Behemoth having 0 last hits, he gets this XP. Oh, nice Fissure there actually. The tower, no, tower shouldn't be in range there.
That could have been dangerous, but
yeah, but he ate the tree there, just respawned. Nice little spot there. But yeah, the Madman getting a lot more.
Oh, middle lane. They're going to jump on him. Midas here. In comes the silence from Vindicator, preventing any chance of a getaway. And Magnus, ultimately the eruption, doing it work. So great coordination shown by Reason Gaming right there between the two, and ultimately succeeding on the kill. So yeah, very early use of that Vindicator final chapter, and it secures the kill.
Definitely worth it. Like it's the same with the like the Tempest hold or some, like 6 minutes in you don't expect, or there won't be a team fight at all. So yeah, definitely worth it there, and good play. The Midas probably trying to jump away, denied by the Vindicator ultimate, and just an easy kill with the Magnus eruption.
Bottom lane, they're pushing in right now. You do see Madman, is just going to, of course, hug the tower. But with Tempest coming in, being level 6, speaking of that Tempest hole, the Elemental Void here, it is ready to go. So don't necessarily want to be getting invested in too much of a fight here, especially now with Final Chapter on cooldown. And no face hug or anything like that from Parasite. Middle lane, though, stunning from Magnus, but just more so harassment there, it looks like. They're going to give up this tower almost, it seems like, here. Is this... Can you see what Reason Game is maybe thinking? Do you think they actually are going to give this up, or...?
Yeah, they're probably going to give that up. Madman doesn't do anything against them. They still have the one dust charge. They're just fine farming the Parasite here with the stack and the tornado, and Moira as well doesn't do anything with this push. They're probably going to bet everything on the mid game team fights, and with the Vindicator ultimate, the burst damage from Magnus, PK, and everything. So yeah, I can see them giving this up. It's like the bounty is not that big of a deal actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen here, pretty much. Even Dust comes out just in case, but yeah, they see Madman over there, but of course he's way too far away to be jumping. Middle lane, Magnus goes down. Midas doing enough first there. I don't know if you caught that, but he was just in his face, and ultimately got taken out. Now, actually, Moira chasing out Behemoth. Behemoth is going to be fine, I guess, but doing some good pressure there. But yeah, Magnus just simply got caught by a transmute and eventually killed off right there.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure if the Parasite should have maybe been more active early on, but he gets level 6 now, going bottom lane.
Yeah, trap comes out on Andromeda right there. Madman, the barrel roll. You see he's going to chase down Andromeda. Oh, and face on a Tempest! How about that change right there? Thought he might have gone for Andromeda. He goes on a Tempest, though, and he takes out Andromeda on top of that. And now Dark Lady's in trouble as well. Moira here with the illusion. She does have another charge strikes in 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's not going to be in time. She goes down. A double tap for Tankafet. But yeah, as you were saying, well played there by Tankafet, especially on that Parasite.
Yeah, definitely. Like the only chance they maybe turn it or the Solar Club get anything out of that is with the Tempest Hole, maybe holding both, and they not even get one kill. But yeah, they just deny that right away, face hugging silence and bursting him down. It's really well played. And then the other two just don't have anything to deal with them. Like the Dark Lady, maybe you can only charge away. And Romna being level 3 can't really do anything. And that's the power of Moira there. Like not even being close, but her spirit can be like anywhere on the map.
Yeah, no, Moira has just really stepped up as just a top tier support. I mean, you could argue she's like easily top 3. I mean, in a lot of cases that she's the best nowadays. Honestly, she is. I mean, you're kind of a support player yourself. How would you rank Moira? Is she up there?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Moira is so amazing. I myself haven't played her a huge deal. Like I have played her 10 games, but definitely one of the strongest supports, if not the strongest, if you're not against a heavy push lineup. She can just do so much in the late game, locking down the hero with her, the carry with her ultimate, being ganking everyone on the map. Like, it's just so huge. The hero is so great. I'm expecting to having her picked or banned the first phases every game. Like, I see this hero as top 1.
Yeah. It's, I mean, Sync Esports is, you know, for BMG, they all run all the top tier, and it's kind of trickled down. Has had that effect, and more teams just realizing the true power of the Moira. Now, speaking of the top lane, now this is interesting because Midas is nearby, and I think he failed Rot to get in here, so he's not necessarily seeing. They're going to go for the stun on Vindicator, trying to get a range. Look at the range from Midas. No, it's not going to be enough, though.
So
the range
close.
on that always catches me off guard. I'm sure them too. But it's still not enough. Another turn on a Behemoth, and now Midas is in a little bit of trouble with the chase happening. Tankafet, how deep will they go? Apparently pretty deep right here. As Magma stuns him from the side all of a sudden, and Midas is going to be killed off. Recent Gaming. Tankafet, man, 4-0-1 here. You mentioned he wasn't really the most involved with it. I mean, I agree. Like, you almost would expect that maybe, but all of a sudden he's turned it on, and I think he's getting involved now.
He probably was thinking like middle lane, Midas solo, he can jump away, Behemoth isn't showing top, and bottom lane is pretty much a tri-lane. So yeah, he makes it count, getting early level 6, ganking the bottom lane, getting a double kill, ganking the top lane now, and just good teamwork, good team play there, having the coordination that every player is around there if you want to dive the towers. It's just good play.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is already a pretty big lead here in favor of Recent Gaming, and they're not showing signs of slowing down. Cause, you know, one guy we haven't really talked too much about because of just this action picking up here is, look at Vindicator, Imba 411 go per minute, and he actually just finished Steam Boots on top of going the Thunderclaw first even.
Oh yeah, he's been talking about that a lot. He likes that item so much on the Vindicator because the Grimmer or the other item you would go would probably be the Grimmer to enhance your farm, but that's 4k gold. So that's like quite a ways off if you compare it to now. And the Thunderclaw pretty much doing the same thing, but he has it already. So yeah, he likes that item quite a bit, and I can see it happening. Like it's the farming tool you need or you want, and he's probably gonna go. Like a health floor next to some, just really enhancing his intelligence, his attack speed to be the carry.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, Tankafet, I mean, he knows what he's doing on this hero. He is, he's definitely more an iconic Parasite player nowadays on the scene and showing why once again. Interesting build choice on him here, by the way, as we do. I'm showing the replay here, but he goes the Codex without even the Lex on top of that. Just straight Codex.
Interesting. He also went the Steam Boots. Which I've actually never seen. I don't think I've ever seen a Steam Boots on a Parasite. That is quite curious. Could be that once he jumps out, he wants to be more tanky because they have so much counter initiation. Midas from long range, Behemoth long range. That's probably going to be it. But yeah, he's getting the job done, killing Andromeda bottom with the Codex now. Nice.
That's a free kill right there. Now, to be fair, again, Alex, probably would have accomplished the same there. I'm just saying, but yeah, no, it is interesting though, seeing that not only the straight Codex, but the Steam Boots on top of that. But it's hard to question Tankafet like we're just talking about. Fantastic Parasite player, middle lane, Midas again going down. That combo of Vindicator ready to go with Magmus to jump on a Midas right there. No chance.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do as a Midas there. Like the only chance you have versus a Magmus is to immediately stun him, but obviously you can't since you're silenced and you can't run away. So yeah, just really well coordinated and well played by them.
Why Thunderclaw instead of maybe like an Alchemist Bones. That is something we have seen before in a Vindicator too. Do you think there's actually, hold that thought for a second, quick second, Behemoth is dead, so there we go as they collapse onto him. But yeah, why Thunderclaw over Alchemist Bones, do you think?
He probably just wants to have the scaling into the late game better with having the option to go the charged hammer really later on if he wants to, and he pushes the lane out so much faster with this and pressuring the enemy into rotating to the top lane and making space for bottom.
Yeah.
Or for the other lanes.
Okay. Bottom lane now. I'm gonna miss that there, but tank effect does go down actually, so. They stop a streak in the process, and actually a 450 plus gold bonus for Tempest right there. And, you know, we haven't seen an Elemental Void yet, so that's something to keep in mind here. I think that's safe to say that's going to be one of the saving graces here for Solaire Club, that, you know, get a big Tempest ultimate off as it always goes back to. And also, Dark Lady, she is still doing pretty solid here. At about 343 GPM, she's working on the Rune Cleaver, has her Sustainer on top of the Steam Boots. So definitely a couple of positives here for Solaire Club, but it is a significant lead at the same time for Reason Gaming.
Yeah, but that's not over yet, not at all. Like the Dark Lady out carries pretty much, like it's one of the hardest carries and can out carry both Madman and Vindicator. And they're getting closer to a Behemoth PK, which will be the turning point in the mid game if they get some huge shockwaves off, but on the bottom rune.
Yeah, actually Magnus gets picked off there. Good find, and kills like that then are going to start adding up here for this team. Mora comes in. She has an Arcane Vortex as well as the Shards of Harkon. Andromeda, well, sacrificial lamb there. Ends up getting picked off, and maybe more, though. They're going to turn on a Midas. Tempest comes in. Going to get an ultimate off. He's not going to use it, actually. Oh, there we go. He's using it. Parasite is going to die, but Madman wasn't caught in it, so does get the kill, though. And then using that new portal key that he just got as well.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Like, once again, Tanker dying there, just cutting off his momentum completely. He was on 450, nearly 500 GPM early on. Now he's down to 380. Like, that's what you want to do, though. Versus the Parasite, who is such a snowballing hero, just stop him in his tracks. Like, if you have to, go 4 heroes against him and just kill him off. Because that's, yeah, if he doesn't snowball, he's not nearly as effective as he would be otherwise. But also, Magnus having his PK and pretty much just dying right away with it. So, some great news for Solaire Club there.
Yeah. In the middle lane, though, Eruption is ready to go. It is a level 2 Eruption already, of course. Moira in the background just kind of scaring them off, and that is going to be an easy tower push as a result. As we see there. So, Rune Cleaver, Cannon Torf, again, still working on it. Does he have one broadsword at least? I want to say he does. Maybe not, though. We'll see. It was middle lane. They're going to jump Parasite again. No, the Arcane Vortex comes out. Magnus goes in with the Eruption, but that's not going to be the biggest in the end. Parasite goes down, and now they're going to have to get on out of there because, yeah, not much more they can do here. So, another kill.
Yeah, that Eruption just... It gets nullified by the Mora ulti, so probably wasn't the right choice to go in there. He could have maybe done some more damage to the... I think Andromeda was outside, but... Anyway, I don't think the Mora ulti would have saved Parasite either way, and they both get away afterwards, so it's not the biggest deal. They get a bottom tower out of it.
Yeah, 8,500 gold lead now. I believe their biggest gold lead here. They're going to try to find Magnus. Midas going to be the one to do so. Initially, beautiful transmute. Actually, I thought I got Magnus as well, but it just gets Madman. And now Behemoth Shockwave with the portal key. How did he get a portal key? That came out of nowhere right there. Caught them off guard and myself. Madman goes down. Vindicator also going to fall as he tries to TP out. Magnus in the background should be fine as he has a stun and a portal key. But what is going on, Solaire Club? They're just turning it on here.
Just some huge turning there. Like the Behemoth PK, as mentioned, like, it's just so big in the mid game. If you get it and the enemy doesn't know it, they just feed 2 kills because of it, or 2 deaths.
That was big. Yeah, the Behemoth. I mean, Suicide Behemoth, man. That's what we talk about. The biggest struggle of him is that he's really don't expect him to get farm, but he's actually managed to find farm here. So he's done a good job of rotating, I guess, and he's 1, 2, and 3. So it's not like he's getting the most kills necessarily, but clearly doing enough. I mean, he did go straight into it, to be fair. He obviously Striders, but then
but that's also a strength of the Behemoth there. You don't really need anything else. Like, there could be... Okay, you could maybe go some intellect items, some mana, some sustain if you want to, but the really big thing is just to have the full combo, like just have the PK and the full mana to use Shockwave Fissure and the Enrage eventually. So if you see a team fight brewing, then you can just come from base, not use any spells, and have your mana ready and everything. So that is one strength of Behemoth, to not actually have to buy a lot of items before being useful.
Yeah. Showing that right here, definitely, with the big initiation on his part. So, obviously I don't think it's the reason, but it is interesting. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I find this interesting with Parasite's build. One is because, again, it just seems like if you're going to go Codex, you just get Lex first. I mean, it's minimal gold. It gets you some magic armor as well, and the benefit of it is so powerful, especially for Parasite. But two is that this is Tankafet playing Parasite. He is not known for going a Codex. He's known for especially going a puzzle box. Eventually the Soul's Bulwark, the Abyssal Skull, the Demonic Breastplate, very utility style, and very beefy almost. That could also do right-click auto attack. So I don't know what changed his mind this game, but it almost seems like when he got that is when things started to change a little bit in favor of the Legion.
Yeah, it's true. It's also that now that I think about it, the enemy or the Hellbourne team doesn't really have any ways or any means to push high ground. Like I don't think they really want to go into late game versus the Dark Lady and the Tempest and Behemoth with PK. So eventually they want to break high ground, and the puzzle blocks just seem so fitting for that.
Yeah.
So it's true. Yeah. He also mentions himself quite often that he really likes the puzzle box, especially for the utility it provides with dewarding and just having giving them the map control they need to just choke the enemy down. Yeah, it's definitely something they should be looking at if they want to review this game later on.
Yeah.
But also, what I saw, the Dark Lady, I think she just bought a major totem. So I don't think so.
What?
Either I missaw that, or she's going to go Energizer, which I'm not sure if that's the right call here.
Huh.
I mean,
well, on the curve, just
know.
clarify on the curve, she is going to finish the Rune Cleaver first, so that is happening, by the way.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, then I'm so sorry. Yeah, definitely the Rune Cleaver is the choice to go. Like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to clarify that before, because I checked the courier and it looks like as long as all those items are for her, which I assume they are, then yeah. So going the Energizer after the Rune Cleaver, so you can see where she's coming from with that then.
Yeah, definitely. Like they have the means to kind of team fight them. If they catch the Vindicator, they can definitely win a team fight. So, but then again, it's neat. It's pretty much a team decision, I think. If they want to do something now with their PKs, or if they really want to drag this out towards the late game. And yeah, let's hope that they do something with the items they got then, since the Energizer won't do anything for not as much as any other item you would have gotten from that gold in the late game.
Vindicator, again, went the Thunderclaw first. It looks like he's building into a Hellflower now, which definitely is a very, very solid item on Vindicator, no doubt. But he is a little squishy, and will continue to be so with that style. And I mean, overall, just a pretty squishy team here on the Hellbourne side. Abyssal Skull and Madman with that said, at least, but not the most tanky. I mean, neither side just yet, of course, is that case.
Yeah, and the only thing they have to provide her some safety is the Mura ulti, but then again, that's only like delaying the inevitable if you really get caught out. So they really have to watch out that they get the positioning they need, that they get the upper hand in the team fights, that they especially need to get the vision down to just outfarm them to get the right initiations in the team fights.
Well, we are just going to pause a little bit longer here, guys. Again, to clarify, I know this is kind of being brought up. So it's to clarify for the group stages here, again, every team plays each other once in a best-of-5 format. Now, there's, as you see, of course, two columns. There's a game win-loss and then a match win-loss, match aka series. It'll be series first, so the series record is what ultimately matters first. But if there happens to be a three-way tie, which in a group stage where it is, you just play each team once, only 4 teams, is very possible. Then it goes down to the game win-loss. But the match win-loss, series win-loss, that'll be priority first into the game win-loss. So again, point being that Reason Gaming here, again, being 0-1, especially coming into this, they definitely need a victory here to at least stand a chance, let alone not advancing on. So, and right now, I mean, they were looking a very strong start here, but it's clearly been slowing down by Solar Club quite a bit. Going back to that, and some surprise portal keys have definitely been a part of that. One other thing, too, well, like we did last Tuesday, again, every Tuesday and Thursday, guys, here for the Dead Eye Bounty League, not only some great hunt action, but also expect Waza to be coming on and leaking some more information. So we had a pretty fun time last time around. We had a Valkyrie Engineer and a new Doombringer change coming into the game that Waza was able to tell us. So there's a lot of discussions going. You know, you and I were talking about that beforehand, actually. A lot of people were kind of stuck up on Valkyrie maybe with the 7,000 range arrow now, which is it's strong, no doubt.
I mean it's a shiny number, the big number there. Of course, you're gonna remember that one.
But Engineer, I honestly really like the Engineer change, man. The fact that you could throw the mines now, they do even more damage. They're more versatile. I think that's a huge change.
Yeah, definitely. Like before, the Engineer wasn't one of the or had actually a high burst damage as he is now with the turret and the Kexan, but with the mine on top, like you can combo like for pretty much 1,000 magic damage if you have some maxed out abilities there.
Yeah.
So I'm really going to see him being tried out at least or played more. I really can see the change having a huge effect there.
Absolutely. So we'll see how that, again, going to be coming in the next patch here. And it's going to be fun, man. We showed you even the patch notes to an extent just how long and big they are, and that wasn't even done yet. It's just there's so much coming. So but the point being, expect more leaks here today, guys, on the cast in between the games. So Rune Cleaver is, again, as we talked about, finished on Darklands. You got the Major Totem, so yeah, Energizer very likely.
Yeah, he needed into a tri-stack.
Yeah. Look at that GPM just shoot up all of a sudden, 411 go per minute.
They also have tri-stack on the Ancients, but she doesn't have the Abyssal Skull, and she's not going to go for it, so I think they should do it, but probably with the Midas together, comboing it down.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I mean, lifesteal's obviously great, but with a little bit of help, I'm sure she'll be fine. I think it's just prior, especially with the Energizer first, not going to be going the Abyssal Skull next, so might as well make use of it now, rather than waiting and then stack it again, and by the time she has the Abyssal Skull, it could be good to go. So some efficient farm right there. But so if you're Recent Gaming here, knowing now that Dark Lady has the Rune Cleaver, she just took a triple stack in the jungle. She's taking triple stack Ancients. Her GPM is going to start exceeding more and more. Reason, are you looking to be aggressive here a little bit? It seems like they are pushing bottom.
Yeah, not necessarily aggressive, but more so dominant. Like you took out all the tier 1 towers, you took tier 2 in the top lane. You really just want to dominate their jungle now. You want to probably get the tier 2 now if possible, but even then you just get some deep vision, get some deep wards there, get the Madman in there to farm. He has the Abyssal, he can farm forever there. He probably won't get caught with the Invis if he's plays smart and has the vision, and just outfarm them, just choke them into the base. And if the Dark Lady is the only one who has farm, or Tempest with a little bit, like they have so much to deal with them, that's probably the best way to win for them.
Magma's kind of sitting in the background, waiting for an opportunity he may get, but you can see Solaire Club not overextending by any means. They're playing it pretty passive themselves, not going too far, realizing that it could very likely be in fact, Ward of Rev is here and actually spotting Vindicator, farming up the jungle a little bit. So yeah, they probably figure there's more nearby.
Yeah, I'm not sure if forcing the fight here is the right choice for Reason. Maybe just pushing the lane out, but then again farming their Ancients, farming their jungle, maybe even try to Congo. Just maybe play it a bit more passive, but have like 3 carries out farming them.
Yeah. Oh, there's a jump in the background. Andromeda, quick kill on him. Behemoth, he takes a stun as well. Oh, nice! Mana of Asunder is there as well, and Behemoth is going to fall. He wanted to at least fissure, maybe even Shockwave, but with the Mana Asunder, wasn't able to do either. So they do end up initiating, and it works out pretty well for them, and they get the tower kill.
Yeah, really nice jump there. Just, if they get the jump like that, there's just not much they can do.
Oh.
And Tempest just overextending,
Oh, they're going deep right here. Overextending, kinda. I mean, yeah, they go pretty deep into the base, but yeah, knowing that they have the portal keys, you got to be extra safe, especially with your team support not there. So Tempest dead. He buys back, by the way. They realize that. He takes out Parasite of the Creep. Magnus still coming with the counter eruption. Now they use the cover of the darkness in the background. Vindicator Silence does come out, though. Tempest, he's being locked down. He will be killed before he can get a damn ulti off. Transmit in the background, though. Parasite and Madman both go down as Dark Lady with the Rune Cleaver.
Oh, nice.
Does so much damage. Nice Arcane Vortex, though. Gonna stall them. Will it be enough? Behemoth just trying to catch his Vindicator. If they have something else, they're gonna be able to catch him, right? Yeah, easy kill to follow. A double tap for Cannon Dwarf, and I mean, yeah, it's kind of back and forth, but Dark Lady, man, it's getting so big now.
Yeah, definitely. Like the cover darkness was just so massive, that team fight. Like they had a good jump or a counter initiation with the Magmas onto the Tempest. They're killing immediately, but then again, they didn't see anything. They just probably played it safe and tried not to die, but they were already on, or the enemy was already on top of them. So that was just a huge deal there.
Yeah.
And then Moira trying to save him, just like split second too slow, or the Behemoth just having that long range. Unfortunate for Imberboy, they're dying.
God, that was really close right there to maybe catching Dark Lady, but she ports out and is going to be fine. But yeah, good chase by Behemoth. Yeah, so the obviously big downside again for Slayer Club is Tempest using a buyback, dying once again, and spending a lot of gold on that to do so. But in the end, they go on top kind of in the fight. Andromeda does get caught right here, and that's going to be an easy kill. I mean, she warded, but that was pretty obvious. So I'm sure that's going to be countered pretty quickly right here. In fact, Moira has a rev ward, so
yeah,
take care of
it's going to get dewarded immediately. Yeah, it's a risk you shouldn't really be taking as a support. Even if you're just a support, the enemy isn't showing anywhere, maybe on bottom lane, but then again, that's really close. They have PKs. Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Yeah. Meanwhile, at the top lane, by the way, Imberboy got picked off by Justman, playing the Midas by himself. Middle lane, in the meantime, they're also collapsing. Face hug on a Dark Lady as soon as she goes in, though. Tempest Elemental Void comes out. Magmas a little stop, and stop by Moira right there. Dark Lady, he dodges the stun from Magmas at least. Is going to survive. Trying to try. Counter Shockwave comes in, and not going to be enough for a kill. The Arcane Vortex is going to be used, but the Fissure shortly after. Tempest trying to get away. They don't have the most damage here, and now Behemoth also going to fall. So, yeah, Behemoth jumping in might not have been the best decision. Dark Lady was able to escape, though.
It was kind of a good jump, but the Moira ulti just immediately. I'm not sure if that was intentional to just stop the Behemoth, because it was immediately.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that was so big. Just the Behemoth couldn't get his Fissures and his combo off, so he only really did the Shockwave. It was probably the right idea for Legion to try to fight there, but the Moira having the stun up before Tempest ultimate was just so unfortunate for them that it got stopped by pretty much the only stun they have beside the Magmas, but he was, I think, caught in, and the final chapter being on cooldown while that fight happened. Oh man, that could have been so good for Legion there, but just so many things going not quite right for them.
Yeah, and now you see Imberboy here. He's got the token. Now, again, this hasn't been the prettiest game, honestly. As far as farm goes, he's been doing pretty well as expected, but has not been able to withstand these fights too much, and he's 1-3-5, so that kind of shows right there. But does have the Hellflower, the Thunderclaw, and now that Token of Life once again picked up. So, but it does go back to, though, he is squishy.
Yeah, he also doesn't have investments. This is a Midas.
Wow. Yeah.
This is Behemoth. It's something you probably want to have there. Like, you have an old Talisman, or Amulet of the Exile. That probably should be the vestments there. But not many heroes actually have vestments. I'm not sure if they don't really want to survive, but I think versus a Magmas, Parasite on the other side, Midas, Behemoth, there should be like vestments on every core.
Yeah. Oh, actually, back to the live action here. Yeah, Moira ends up getting found in the jungle, and Midas and Andromeda doing
probably tried to ward the hill there and got spotted by the Legion side wards on the hill and just killed.
You look at Parasite. So, again, he went the Codex first. Definitely unlike Tankafed, but now he's going a little more like himself, going the SolC Bulwark here. But doesn't have the puzzle blocks. And, again, that's why when we see his ability, he goes to puzzle blocks, souls, like I said, and it seems like that it synergizes so well because the puzzle box minions can actually hit pretty damn hard. And the SolC Bulwark on top of that, helps enhance their damage. But without puzzle blocks, it almost seems like, is this worth it? I mean, it's still a good item to have, obviously, for the team, but I don't know.
The SolC now, or
the SolC Bulwark on Parasite without a puzzle block.
I don't think it's that bad. Like, the SolC is really a huge item for every team in the mid and late game, and they will probably want to force some issues here. So having a minus armor for towers is pretty good for them. But yeah, the Codex instead of the the puzzle box probably something they want to check out because having the Legion side being so late game with the Tempest, the Dark Lady, and Behemoth, it would really be a good opportunity to just have map control and just outfarm them in
Now,
both jungles.
interesting pickup there. Boy actually goes up Portal Key on Vindicator. That's not your usual pickup on a Vindicator. I mean, in the past maybe, but I don't know, on a carry Vindicator, that seems a little odd to me.
I think it's quite okay because he wants to be in the fray, but he also needs his ultimate to cancel or to disrupt the enemy team fight. So he probably waits for the enemy to counter-initiate or initiate, and then he is pretty far back. He just ultis and PKs in to be afterwards in the fray to deal the damage. But he can't get caught in the middle or in the front with the Behemoth. Oh, nice sidestep there.
That was huge, yeah.
Oh, so big. But yeah, if he's the one like tanking the tower or trying to push and the Behemoth just catches him, he doesn't get his ulti off, they just lose the team fight. Especially since he's the carry, but more so since he has that huge ultimate. So yeah, I think it's a good item. It's a good item in general. So.
Ooh, Parasite catches Behemoth, but at what cost here? Darkly goes in with her new Shrunken Head. Easy counter kill on a 1, make it 2. Double tap for Justman actually is the one that got both of those kills on Midas. But yeah, you see that new toy in the Shrunken Head, and clearly a very powerful pickup, especially against this Hellborn team. So, and now she actually gets the Abyssal Skull on top of it all. So a little bit later Abyssal Skull than expected, but she does get it eventually at this point.
Yeah, not sure if she maybe should have just gotten straight wing war or some. Like, the only physical damage pretty much is the Madman, and he doesn't have any damage items. You went the typical Abyssal Shrunken. Yeah, the Abyssal is the safer option. It's also not that, like, he gets it now, so it's helpful now. But, yeah, could have probably thought about just going, like, a wing war, since I think they're a pretty good state at this point. I don't think the Hellborn will want to push high ground anytime soon. I think they're kind of scared of the Tempest Hall or the Behemoth Shockwave, which they showed before can really shut them down. So could have been a thing, but yeah, he gets the Abyssal Skull now. Probably going to farm a lot more. So, but probably going to be Wingmore next. I don't see anyone buying a Savage Maze anytime soon on the Hellborn side.
I'm a little baffled here, man. Tankafet leveling up the Codex as well. It's level 3 Codex here now.
And he even did that behind after the Bulwark.
Yeah.
Like, he bought the Bulwark first and then upgraded it.
He finds Andromeda.
He gets a kill on Andromeda.
But Dark Lady's here, ready to go. She has a Shrunken Head, remember. And Tempest also coming in. There's the final chapter. And she's going to be stunned on it. She didn't use the Shrunken Head the whole time. Finally gets it off, but it's so late right there. And eventually, yeah, if she used that Shrunken Head a lot sooner, I mean, it could have been a little different, but...
That was just indecision from the team. Like, the Tempest coming in from the left side from the jungle there, he probably wanted to hold them both. But then they saw the chapter, he immediately backed out, and the Dark Lady, seeing before that the Tempest wants to go in, he wants to go back in, but by that time the Tempest is already back out, and then he's just somewhere in nowhere.
Yeah. Well, again, a great find right there by Reason Gaming, and they do continue the lead now to look pretty strong. 12.6 thousand gold lead, 9,100 experience lead here in their favor. And it does keep, it feels like it's the same thing though with Vindicator, where it keeps going back to he still remains fairly squishy here. So he does pick up a Warhammer.
Yeah, it's probably a Shrunken now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Assume that.
But yeah, the Hellbound doing pretty much now what I wanted them to do like 10, 20 minutes ago, but they have, or not 20, but 5, 10 minutes ago, they have the good deep vision top lane and middle lane, and they're just out farming them. The Legion trying to use the Veil Rods, but unfortunately nobody's in the enemy forest, so could have been some find, but yeah, it's unfortunate really.
Level 4 Codex now for Parasite, so going to be delivered right here. So yeah, he's just pretty much going to max it out. Again, it's not often we see this, but to reiterate, it is more than just damage increase. It reduces the mana cost, it increases the range on top of that, it reduces the cooldown, so there are a lot of positives for it. As, yeah, they were trying to gank at the bottom, but Dark Lady gets back before she gets caught, so. But
Yeah,
still a
Kodak is
little
not a
odd,
bad
but
item, but it is kind of. Oh, nice. The Moira ulti just gonna. Well, not ulti. Illusion gonna scout out the enemy in the forest and just scaring them away.
yeah.
That's so big of the just of Moira. She is in the Hellborn jungle, Legion jungle, but scaring them away in the Hellborn jungle. That hero, man, that hero.
That's ridiculous. That she can do that
I mean,
by
there are
herself.
there
Yeah.
are 4 heroes on the lane, but yeah, they can't do pretty much anything. They have like if they're spotted once, then the enemy team knows they can counteract. They can either go for them or farm more offensively, and yeah, that's all they wanted to accomplish from the Moira there.
Yeah. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Midas. Midas is actually very close to a sheepstick. 4,700 gold saved up, so basically just about there for that sheepstick here for Just Man. So going to prove to be a very, very powerful pickup for this Legion team right now.
And Magnus also having a Storm Spirit now, which yeah they have only, or not only, but they have the one big carry or big ultimate and Vindicator, so probably trying to save him there.
Thing to note too about again the silence from Vindicator, of course, is that if you have a Shrunken up and he uses it, it will silence you. However, if he silences you and then you use the Shrunken head, then of course it does remove the silence. So, here like Dark with you, maybe we'll keep that in mind too in a fight. Maybe want to try to not use it until the Vindicator final chapter comes out, but you can only do so much. And actually, speaking of her, she's going to be jump burst, and no chance. I mean, even with Behemoth reacting as quick as he did. I mean, that's where that Codex definitely does pay off.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'm not quite sure how they saw her there. Like, they don't really have immediate
Well,
vision
it was a
there.
wild hunter on Parasite. He actually scouted her.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
farming, so.
A good old Parasite.
Yep, that wild hunter. So, more items. I mean, Zane, it seems like he's been sitting on those couple items now for a little bit here.
Yeah,
65 gold.
I think he's gonna go Basher next. Like that will be the one thing, or one of the better things versus a Shrunken Head for the Dark Lady.
So you're pretty content on, you were making that point earlier, as double damage destroyed by a draw, but preventing the other team from getting it. But Dark Lady going a wing bow, you think that is still going to that's like the obvious option here?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I would only see the Madman going a Surge. Okay, maybe the Vindicator, but even then they don't really have anything when she has Shrunken on, except then the Basher of Madman if he chooses to do so. And yeah, she will be nearly unkillable. Okay, there he has it. Nearly unkillable when she gets the Shrunken off, which is always a huge part if one does or not.
Moira has that portal key. It's always very good when your support is able to get enough farm to get an item like that, especially Moira.
Yeah, like her usefulness skyrockets like 200%. Like that item is so good on her.
Yeah,
Oh,
really.
Parasite?
Oh, Parasite gets caught. Yes, he does. Arcane Vortex, though, it's going to stall, at least initially. I'll let pay off. The Shockwave comes out from Behemoth. He dies shortly after, but now Cover Darkness in the background, and Parasite is going to be picked off. And Dark Lady does find Magnus in the foreground, going to pick him off as well. So a double tap. They're going for Conqueror. They do get the Conqueror kill, but it did cost them several hero lives. It was a 2-for-1 exchange. They got Behemoth, so I still think a victory for Reason Gaming in the end, but now you got Solar Club. They're going to try to push here a little bit, at least the secondary tower.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Magnus Only was thinking there going in. Like, yeah, they did the Congo, got it, but he wanted to
They want to fight,
save the
though.
Parasite.
They want to keep going. Midas, again, that Vindicator's so powerful against Midas. He does get the warp off, though, and is able to portal key away eventually. And he does live, and Andromeda the only one to die. In fact, the barrel half a second late. That was definitely a kill if that connected, but he makes the escape. So buybacks, obviously, from the Hellborn team, more so on just Owen me playing the Magnus, and now they're going to push in. Andromeda does not have a buyback. Going to be down for about 30 seconds
She rests in 30 seconds. I think they can stall this enough.
They do have an element of void still.
Yeah, they don't have final chapter on the indicator.
Yeah.
They get the Magnus here.
Oh, that's big.
This is so huge.
This is absolutely huge. Behemoth goes in with a follow-up. There's the Elemental Void. Arcane, oh no, Shards of Harkon, though. It is going to cancel it, but they got Vindicator dead. Off the bat, the Transmute follow-up. No, it doesn't go off. Who cares, though? Look at the damage output, especially from Dark Lady. Just tears through him again. Goes back to, he's not the tankiest, man. And now Madman, he is going to be able to stalk away and pour it out, but another very good fight there for Solaire Club. And here comes yet another kind of push. So it's a game of back and forth right now, it seems like, between these two teams here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The Hellborn, I don't think they fought with Parasite at all. Like, he's farming to the jungle now. I'm not sure where he was with the fight, but I don't think he was near. And they used the final chapter before. They know that they didn't use Hole for quite some time, so that was really risky. Then the Magnus getting picked off, and that was not the place to be, fortunately.
Yeah. That's no doubt Solaire Club's feeling a little bit better after that. I mean, this is a team. The lead here for Reason Gaming has been upwards. Actually, Moira gets caught. Great find there by Midas. You know, this is hitting me more and more. We don't cast Solaire Club too often, but just playing Midas, that's one of his premier heroes. I mean, I remember before Midas was really a very popular hero, he was known for playing it quite a bit. So this is a comfortable hero for him, kind of like we were talking about the Ravener earlier and why that was even banned in the initial bans. But Solaire Club making a statement here. I mean, they've cut it down to, it's still a 10,000 gold lead, but again, it was upwards of 17,000 or so.
Yeah, but it's only 40 minutes, or also 40 minutes in, so it's not that, like, that's 1-2 big items, and they use some buybacks, so it's not the same. And yeah, they have a good lineup in the late game. Like, they both do. So it's really gonna go either way if they continue like this. Like,
yeah. You got Madman at 1,000 gold saved up again. We'll see what he goes for next. Parasite, level 5 Codex with the Soul's Bulwark here is finished, and now he's going to start developing into something else, you would think. But again, still a little taken back by that. But
okay, this is also interesting. I saw the Dark Lady having the Firebrand before, and now he picks up a Frostburn. I thought the Firebrand would have been a Geometus, and I can see the Geometus versus the Parasite and the Vindicator. The Frostburn is kind of the more typical route, but you would probably go it right after the Shrunken. So, yeah, he got the Shrunken. But, I'm not quite sure if I like that more over the Geometus.
Mm-hmm. It does seem like his overall damage output isn't necessarily that strong. I mean, you look at his items right now. It's not like Frostburn's known as a great damage increase item. It's just an overall solid item to have, of course, with stat-wise. But yeah, so I mean, I guess that would be my personal just concern right now for them, is that its overall damage output not the highest. But they do have a lot of AoE synergy, and to lock them down, the Rune Cleaver spreading so much damage on top of that. So
yeah, and especially in the late game, they have so much lockdown potential and pick-off potential. If they just get the right heroes killed at the right time, that's just it. You don't really, if you can make it happen, you don't need necessarily the most damage. But yeah, obviously he's only their only carry in the late game. Their only hard-hitting carry. So let's see if they can manage to find the picks they need later on.
Vindicator, I want to talk about him once again real quick. Again, the passive, the more, I guess not the passive anymore, the Glyph of Silence, the totem that he puts down. Now, well, the passive of it is that, again, it increases his attack speed. So he is attacking really fast with the Thunderclaw, Hellflower, and that. But also, the totem, it not only silences, remember, but it does also perplex. So items like a Shrunken Head, you know, in this case, Sheepstick, a couple of Sheepsticks now that we see on the Legion team, they'll have to be a little bit careful about that, being able to get that off in the midst of those fights. And perplex, it's as a spectator, we can't really see it as powerful as it's being in those fights. I'm sure as a player, though, it's very noticeable and very annoying to deal with.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, just alone the silence is so noticeable as well.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. The Tempest got the Sheepstick now.
Yeah.
I only saw the Blessed Orb. I thought he may want to go No Stone, but I think I like the Sheepstick more. I think a straight 5-on-5 fight for them is just so heads or tails. Like, if they get the Vindicator, they win. If not, they're probably gonna lose. So probably gonna go for pick-off game is the right call here with the Sheepsticks. And they have 2 PKs plus Sheep now, so they are quite scary.
Well, I was thinking maybe the Null Stone, but what about the Restoration Stone? That seems like your more obvious pickup here on Tempest, but she's going to pass that up even.
He doesn't have a Shrunken, so when he gets his ultimate off, it gets cancelled. He's probably just going to die immediately. Like, I don't think he will get this second hole off, and if he would have, then I think the first hole would just have been enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the follow up from Midas Damage, the Cleaver, Dark Lady. Like they only need 3-4 seconds lockdown on more than just two people. If they get it, then they all just die.
This is a brutal Tempest game.
Yeah,
Moira,
definitely.
Parasite, Vindicator, yeah, it's... So I guess in that logic, it kind of does make sense that, yeah, go the sheepstick, go the item that's going to guarantee you at least some kind of lockdown, and not really bank on the ultimate as much as you usually would with a Tempest, because, yeah, it's not even with a Shrunken Head, they still have 3 very powerful stoppers over here, so... Makes sense.
I mean, they even have the Moira who doesn't have to be there. They can just illusion ulti him.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely the right call not to bank on the ultimate too much.
Oh, Tempest? Okay, no, they just find speaking of the illusion, they find her in the ancient area, but again, the golden experience remains around the same, so good farm by Recent Gaming coming out right here. As well, you saw at the bottom lane, Solera Club was trying to wait around for Reason to maybe react to that secondary tower, but Reason wasn't having any of it. They were farming elsewhere, just increasing their own efficiency, and that kind of showed. So
yeah, but the gold didn't really increase. Okay, they got the bottom tier 2, so that's probably why. But yeah, the later the game goes, the less it actually means having the more experience or the more gold. So it really has to, or will be coming down to team play, to team coordination, like having your 5 euros at the right time, or getting the pickoffs you really need and want. Oh, mid lane Parasite.
Speaking of pickoffs, will this be a counter kill though? Behemoth buys back, by the way. Moira with that stun, trying to stall and save Parasite, and actually is going to be enough in the end. So the pickoff is successful, and the buyback on Behemoth. I don't know about that. I mean, that seems very, very rushed.
Yeah, especially afterwards, nobody went in to make the buyback worth something to keep the fight going. Like they saw the Madman bottom, I'm pretty sure, or at least they saw. Yeah, I think they saw the Madman bottom, so they could have maybe gone in more, especially since the Parasite just used all his abilities and his Codex, so it was pretty much a 5-on-5 without Parasite's abilities. But yeah, maybe not calling out the buyback too soon or hard enough or the team just making the call now too risky. We could just lose the game here. So
I think they expected more of a fight to happen, definitely, and it was really just the gank in the end. So yeah, it's again in the heat of the moment, the split-second decisions. You got to make it or you don't. And there's plenty of times we've criticized players where it's like, why did they buy back away? It would have been so big. So he just he was hoping that it was going to be the correct call in the end. Yeah, probably not, but it's not the end of the world either. I mean, not having a buyback here. Again, he's got his core item with the portal key. That's really just what matters on him.
yeah.
Whoa, look at this pickup on Vindicator, the Restoration Stone. Double final chapter, baby.
Okay, but now then the Madman really needs to get something as far as damage goes. He does have 3k gold, so he should be able to get something in the near future. Yeah, as far as his team fight goes, I mean, it's obviously super good. The rest, so just popping it twice, even through Shrunken then, since they will be using the Shrunkens for the first one, or like Midas will probably have a null stone. Yeah, as a carry, not quite sure. If he had a sheepstick, maybe I would have liked it a bit more.
Yeah. That's the first thing that I was looking for. I thought I was going to say it to you, but then I realized, yeah, wait a second, he doesn't have a sheepstick, so no double sheepstick. I mean, double Shrunken Head's okay. It is 9 seconds still on the Shrunken, but you're not usually using it, banking on that, to be honest. You're using it'll be for the final chapter, so the idea of 10 seconds of silence, which is good, which is definitely good, so. But,
I mean, it can definitely be the item to break or make or break the game, but I'm not sure if it was really necessary or the right choice. But yeah, I think with that said, though, the Madman really needs some damage now. So if he gets that, I think it's fine.
Yeah. Again, guys, this is game number 1 here of a best out of 5 for the Deadeye Bounty League. Solera Club playing their first series so far. Reason Gaming, they got 3-0 against Sync Esports last week, trying to get some redemption here, and ultimately what would be stay alive here in the Deadeye Bounty League. Another lost series here, again, would mean a very good chance that they may not be moving on. So wanting a victory here themselves, but Solera Club wants to also start off strong, and again, has been performing pretty damn well here in game number 1. Both teams have. This is still a undecided game, definitely. It can go either way here. Kongor is
Yeah.
going to be up here shortly, it looks like.
Magnus
There we go.
bought his. Okay, there you go. Magnus bought his Shrunken, so he does have a Shrunken now. Oh, they even got a double damage rune, which is really big for them now.
That's huge because they're even coming over to defend it, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't
not
think
gonna
they will be in
make it.
time. No.
Wow.
No, they're even gonna. No, never. Oh wow.
That was so fast, man. And actually, Andromeda gets caught as a result. Yeah, that's brutal. And actually now, Dark Lady's also
Dark
in
Lady.
trouble. She gets caught by Mora. She kills Mora before an Arcane Vortex comes out, though, the illusion that is. So that was big, because if the Arcane Vortex came out, Dark Lady could be in a lot of trouble here, but she actually is going to be able to escape. So that was a very close call.
They still have Token and Bananas in the pit.
Yeah.
Casual Token in the pit.
That's no big deal. Are they really not going to go back
Nobody's
for it?
even going for it.
There's no way they don't realize. I mean, they have to know that they don't have a freaking token, at least. Bananas is one thing, but yeah, this is. I think they kind of noticed. It's like, wait a second, we don't have the token. Well, let's not push. But who's gonna get it though? Vindicators.
Yeah, I think Madman will take it. Not quite sure if that.
Yeah. Madman has
Maybe
a
it's time to just sell the Thunderclone now. Like, I don't think he's gonna go for the Charged Hammer.
I mean, token's still here, guys. Do they not know? I don't think Reason Gaming knows. Oh my God, if Solar Club goes in here, this
If Dark
is
Lady gets
amazing.
that, oh my God.
There's no way. Oh geez, just check it. Just check it, please. Just check it, please. Oh my God.
She should be able to see it there. Like, she definitely got vision.
Oh
but
my gosh.
she didn't watch over it. With
Oh, they had a chance.
Oh my God. What's happening, Reason? Please.
How is Reason Gaming not? No, we've seen it with Bananas before. Again, that's kind of understandable. It's only on the third kill, but a token of life not being picked up, I just do not get that. And actually, they're going to jump on the Ancients over here. Madman's going to be caught out. Parasite does come in, though, to help him out on a Midas. Madman now, he's running over to cut off the supporting cast. In the meantime, Dark trying to finish off Parasite. Not going to happen. Midas is very low. Parasite is going to live. Again, the token is still there, by the way. And you do see Andromeda swapping out. Nobody dead just yet. Darkity being chased down with a Hellflower. All team in the background still fighting. Madman, he's going to end up dropping, it looks like, as Behemoth gets a big fissure stun off right there. And now Just Man has to get out. But Andromeda, this is unbelievable. This is still boggling my mind right now. The fact that the token's in the pit.
What if the Madman had the...
Oh my God, they're going to spot it. They spot it. Oh, they're going to get it.
Oh my God, no.
How does Reason Gaming do that?
Please.
Unbelievable. That is the first time I've seen anything like that.
Yeah, I know he shows, and now they were like, wait, what? They killed Congo already?
That has to be a slap in the face. I mean, Reason Gaming.
I mean, okay, Madman has the buyback. He didn't buy anything yet, so... But they don't have a chapter. Okay, they use the hole as well, though. But they can easily get Rex here if they just play it safe.
Here's a jump. Behemoth jumps in. He doesn't have a shockwave. Fissure stun, though. Vindicator is it. Play it safe. They're not really playing it safe here, but Darkity, so much damage on the Vindicator. Does he have a buyback? I don't think he does. He does not have a buyback here. Arcane Vortex in the background catches it, but Darkity's doing so much damage. Remember, she has the token now, so she's not too worried about dying. Down goes Mora. Madman trying to get the kill. It looks like Tempest and Behemoth are dead. Midas in the background barely surviving, but now here comes Dark Lady once again. Trying to track in 1 second. Going to chase on a Parasite right here. Magnus Eruption comes out, though, and Dark Lady going to feel some good damage from that. Now, again, she has a token. Going to come right back up. She will not have a Shrunken Head, however. Can she get out of here? Maybe get a kill? Oh, yeah, Madman being careful here. Charging strikes, trying to chase in. Midas catches them off. The Transmute, no, it's not going to go off with the Steep Stick. He does go down, but he saves time for Darkly to at least get 1 kill, maybe a second. Madman, no! Magnus is trying to get away. The tablet will keep him alive, but Darkly clearly keeping them scared. But again, look at 8,300 gold on Darkly as well.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, there's Quinn Wimble, yeah.
This is a ridiculous game.
Oh, that's just... If just one of the three had a buyback there, like, that would have been so big for the Hellborn team. Like they dove so far. They stood around for so long. There could have been just a huge turnaround. They killed the token, but yeah. Then again, they didn't have the follow up afterwards. But nobody died afterwards, so it's not the biggest deal in the end. But I mean, that token definitely did a lot for them. The Legion
Absolutely.
team.
I mean, it's two ways. Yeah, one thing is not only it kept Dark Lady alive and gave her a chance to get another kill and whatnot. See Tank Event Rage quit in there. Again, I'm sure he'll be back. There's no way that's not a troll, right? Like he's done that before. We've talked about that, and it was a troll. So, but they're not pausing or anything. This is baffling right now.
I mean, it could be both. I don't know Tanker that well, but I see him mostly as a really competitive player.
Yeah.
That mistake is really something they
Yeah,
not
why
come to
would
pause.
they not
but
pause? Yeah, what is going on right now with Reason? This is just...
okay, he's coming back, but the Windy's dead pretty much. He has the Shrunken, but they have the hole. The Parasite is nowhere near. Okay, Mora's there though. Mora can stop it.
I don't know why they wouldn't pause, especially and to troll. I mean, it's okay. It's have fun with it, but why not pause it? Like, we're seeing a catch now on a Vindicator. I don't know. Anyways, Parasite is back now, so.
I mean, the ultimate troll would obviously be to not tell his team, but
yeah,
maybe they didn't realize that. But yeah, this is really looking bad now. Like the Vindicator could just die from this. But maybe the Dark Lady doesn't pop his Shrunken right away, so Magnus stuns in, and she's safe with her own Shrunken.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they play this. Of course, Tempest has a Elemental Void here as well. Andromeda's in the background. Now, they don't have...
Oh, Midas is in the base.
Yeah, Midas is not with them, so...
Maybe the pause is better for the Legion then, because having that pick-off or being near that pick-off, they pretty much would have... or I think they would have committed there. If this would have played out, but now maybe they realize, wait a sec, we are only 4v5.
It's about damn time.
Now, I wonder if he like buys post haste here to port in. I mean, he has 5,300. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to sell his boots, buy post haste. He's going to port in. Arcane Vortex comes out. The eruption on top of that. Obviously, he's going to pop by Dark Lady. They'll swap on a Vindicator. There's the first of two silences, remember. But look at the damage from Dark Lady. Oh, the stun comes in. She's not able to finish him off. Yes, he will go down, but at what cost here? Dark Lady is going to big shockwave. The Elemental Void. Down goes Parasite. Down goes Madman. And Solaire Club is coming back, baby. Magnus is going to fall, and now here comes a push into the base. Just, man, what a decision right there to buy post-haste and come back in, but it's not over just yet. Darkin is getting really low. The lifesteal kicks in, though. She's putting out the auto attacks. Magnus goes down. Madman's in trouble. He's going to end up falling most likely. Darkin is barely alive, but he'll stay alive. No more buybacks. It's just Moira.
Oh, wow. Oh, man.
And they take out the middle
really
racks. And there's the most you can see.
Jump immediately going in with the Tempest afterwards. Just wow, so big plays there from the Legion side. Really great late game plays there.
Solaire Club wasn't in lead until the very end there. They never led that whole game as far as stat-wise go until the very end there.
Yeah, but you can't really call out or say that the Tempest, Behemoth, Dark Lady late game can be over, or a game can be over with them. For 10k gold, that just isn't enough. That's only like 2 items, something. If you die with those 2 items or get picked off, it's back to 0, and they have the man advantage. It's just, late game is just so hard, or everything can happen, and they just played it really well there, getting the pickoffs they needed and being in the right place at the right time.
The stall there at the end with the pause, it really gave, especially Midas, time to think about, okay, I'm going to sell my boots, buy a post-haste, port in, and obviously he was a big part of that fight as well. That was just, again, kind of a funky game of sorts. Recent gaming, just, you got to really wonder what's going through their mind after that first game.
Yeah, also the Magnus immediately eruptioned there, or the Moira immediately ultied, which I'm not sure if that, because the Vindicator has his Shrunken, so he should be able to use that after the Storm Spirit. If he holds that Vindicator, he can Moira ulti him. But then he ultied, which is fine to save him. But then the Magnus just ulti right after, went in, and the Magnus ulti just goes on during the ultimate, so it's pretty much nullified. And that was not the greatest.
What a crazy game that was, but once again, Solaire Club does come out on top. They're up 1-0. Now, again, this is a best of 5, so still plenty of action to be coming at you, but it's going to be fun to see how things continue on. Now, once again, guys, before we go into the second game, and just a short break here real quickly, I'm actually going to bring on Waza once again, and do what was promised. Again, these Deadeye Bounty League casts here for the next couple of weeks, going to be leaking some